So in this video, we are going to discuss how to start your startup, right? And how you can launch your startup as quickly as possible, right? And how you can say launch your application based on your ideas or based on your whatever thoughts you have, correct? So definitely there is a consideration of in your idea, right? So let's say if you wanted to fix and go ahead with into a e-commerce industry or social media industry or blogging industry, or let's say in education industry, or which industry you are targeting it, correct? So idea in a particular industry, right? Correct. And this idea is basically solving some problem, right? Maybe it could be a what we can say for different, you can say client base. So who is your client here? So is this a corporate client, right? Is this a retail client, right? Means like you and me. Corporate means like a companies, or is this a government like that? Who is your particularly client here? Correct. Who is your client? Right. So when we are talking about client, you need to also, because when you are launching an idea at this moment, you also that who is basically your client, and also that what is their problem they wanted, you wanted to fix it. Correct. As a simple example, let's say if you wanted to help to a government for doing your all these your document work into a converted into your software. Correct. So no, but no such things like you wanted to do this, any other official work should not be done into your documents. They can directly use that your site like this. So that is one of that where this e-governance came into picture. So in e-governance there are many such, maybe it is a revenue department, maybe it is a legal department, court, maybe it could be a some other, maybe it is a gram panchayat, maybe it is a municipal corporation and things like that, as an example. So like this, if you wanted to help into a banking or where, so you have an idea and the client and what is the problem you are going to solve, right? Right? Correct. So you also have a problem statement with you, correct? So when you have a problem statement and the client, so the what is that pain this client have? So you need to validate your idea, right? So how to validate your startup idea? Correct. So you need to validate your startup idea. That is his major thing, because everybody has an idea. In IT industry, many developers has an idea, but they are skeptical to launch it and to go ahead. Should I do or not? Procrastination, many such things came. How to get the money, how to get the client, then many such questions you will have it. Correct. But before that, you need to validate the idea. So how to validate the idea? So majorly, I also learned from this Vivek Bindra sir and many such business coaches, right? So they have clearly said that there is a litmus paper test for your idea. So what is a litmus paper test? Is you can say you can start selling first, right? And I can tell you, so there is a one story when Bill Gates launched that Windows. So they started basically already got at that time there was no such Windows or any operating system which is for any other personal use, right? So that's why they started launching that, and he has given that launching idea first. We are launching this particular operating system first before launching that Windows operating system. You will see many such companies are also start giving the presentation, and they do the presentation saying that yes, we have the product and we can give after the customization and we can give it after some certain time, right? So like this you can also start talking about your idea and go with your meet your customers, right? Right. And share your solution, right? So you can see, because it is your thought, right? I am also working in one of the startup. I am thinking that this is the problem of the client or customers. But is this customer is also feeling the same thing or not? That is in the simple example, I am feeling that there are some startup, you can say owners are facing this problem. But is this a real challenge for you or not? That is a major question mark. So how I can get this is the, you can say, get the proof. So when I meet with some of the startup owners or people who wanted to think about the startups, or maybe anybody who is facing this kind of a challenge here, I'm providing a solution. So in that scenario, you need to understand that first thing is how you can validate, is this your solution will work or not, or do you really solving some problem? So you can meet with the customer, share your solution on the PPT. Something simple you can do, right? On PPT. And believe me, there are many such people I have seen into corporate. They present their solution on the presentation on the PPT in such a very convincing manner so that they can sign up a deal. Or sometimes you will get some feedback from your customer saying this is not the problem. So you will get some idea from the customers interaction also, if this is not the problem is something else, right? So you can also add some these kind of a problem statement so that you can incorporate and add it into your idea, and you can tune your entire product. So that's why basically many such people are saying, right, that first version is not the complete version, right? So you are thinking about, you already released the first version, but you are doing some customization based on that. So whenever you get the particularly customer feedback, you get some ideas, you can incorporate it. And if the customer is really feeling that this is the pain, definitely he will convince with you, or he will say, okay, you can give me some demo, or maybe you will get some dates, right, when you can give the demo, or when we can use some free use for, and we can check your products or like that, and whatever solution you are offering it, correct? So like this you can check that, right, first before going for an implementation. Then there is a, you can say, discussion, and you should have a thought for how to develop it, right? So how to develop and launch, is the second, right? First thing is that first, you need to meet with the customer, share your solution on the presentation, or maybe any other ways, fix up a time and get their feedback and note it down the feedbacks, and think, is this your solution is really addressing the bearing pain, or if it is really solving the bearing pain, then you can make it yes, right? You will have a solid proof. Then this product is a sellable product. I can tell you there is a one of that leading salesperson in our one of my last company, which is into banking products. He clearly said that if any particular product it is not sellable, right, there is no meaning for that kind of a product. It doesn't matter how good the product is and how best you have developed the particular product. If it is not sellable, there is no meaning for that kind of a product. Correct? So in the same way, if you have developed something is really good, but if it is not sellable, there is no meaning for that kind of a product here, right? And you know that many such companies has really created some of the really put so much time, effort, and build really good products. But if it is not sellable, or the solution is not sellable, there is no meaning, right? So in that scenario, then you can do, and when you are launching that particular product, then you can develop and launch. So when you are launching or developing, then you need some estimation, and then you look for some money estimation, how much money you need it. And then you look on how much money you have it, and how much you need to borrow, or you can say look for some investors and all this for scaling, or maybe for some seed investors also this is there. So different investors are there, or maybe you can take some loan, or you can contribute from your own, right? So money management, or you can say, money requirement, right? This is later, right? When you are, when you start developing, many such investors and people also look for it exactly, key how your product is, how many, what is your current growth, how many client base you have it. Based on there they will invest it. But seed investment, you can get it when you are developing, and but how you will invest, how will you use it, it's up to you, right? But before that, this is very important which you can do it, and to validate your idea first, right? So this is one of my suggestion, and you can get a multiple things like that. So people also create a business plan. So business plan, there are many such people are also what you can say, creating a business plan. So business plan is something many people are experts are creating it. They charge for it, but it is really good where you can share some idea or you can also create it. So you can get some competitors, right? Or maybe players who is available providing the same kind of a solutions. What is your USPs? What is your target customers, their age, background, right? And everything all about your entire, you can say the details about your customers, right? What is your growth plan? Right, how much money is required, so you can estimate your money as well. So everything will be into a business plan. So once you validate your idea, then you can create a business plan, and once you have a business plan, and then you can start developing, and you will have some idea about it, about your growth, about your money requirement, about your infrastructure resources, and everything you can have it, right? So this is the way you can think about it, right? But if you need to start with your validating your ideas, and you can tune your ideas or solution based on the customer feedback and customer interaction.